Okay. Banger video game idea. Souls-like boss rush game where you ascend through the 7 floors of heaven, slaying any bosses that lie in your way. Dude, who's gonna play that? Well, the viewer, right? You played, right? Here's the main plot and lore. Creatures invaded Earth, and you have been recruited by the army to, well, invade them back. But before we get to this point, let's go back to the beginning. To make a game with a Souls-like combat system, we're going to need a Souls-like combat player character. For our temporary player art, let's use Tung 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 Sahur. Yeah, we're using Tung. Nah, but for real though, I whipped up a quick test player sprite and coded some simple movement. And now it's time for the Souls-like part. If you've ever played one, you would know that the fundamentals of the game comes down to rolling through attacks and finding safe attack windows. Let's implement the rolling part. First, we make a hitbox. And now we can get hit. Well, now that it's fixed, let's code the dashing/rolling in 3 simple steps. 1. Make the player faster during the dash. 2. Lock the player movement direction during the dash. 3. Make the hitbox not register enemy attacks during the dash. And with that, we have ourselves a dash! So, let's move on to... yes, the boss. A good Souls-like game and a good boss rush game have one thing in common: a good boss. Now, I don't know about the good part, but I can certainly make that boss part. Before we do that though, the temporary art is kinda ugly, so let's fix that real quick. How about this style? Thick outlines, very cartoonish. Let's see what the kids in the basement think. Ooh, they do not like that one, it seems. It's fine. Well, how about this one? Alright, I guess this is the one. Wait, what were we doing again? Oh, right, the boss. Right, the boss. Pretty simple, really. You see this? This is called a state machine. Think of it like a vending machine. A vending machine has 2 states, idle and the state where it has your money. It transitions between these states whenever a condition is met, in this case when I put some money in it. Our boss is pretty much just a big vending machine with way more than just those 2 states. And here it is in action. We'll just fix that one up real quick. Here it is in action. Every single boss has its own unique state machines with its own moveset, with a few of the states being shared amongst every single boss, like the chase state or the die state. Speaking of the die state, I just remembered that we actually need the player to kill the boss. I guess that leads me on to... Alright, this one's pretty cool. Check this out. Bang! Let's tone it down a little bit and actually explain why this is cool. You see, if I just let you attack freely, the game wouldn't be complicated at all. I need the attacks to feel like you're actually taking a risk. So, here's how. Ready? When you attack, you won't be able to use your dash for a bit. Yeah, that's it. Where are you going, guy? Being for real though, it means that when you're fighting the bosses, you'll have 2 options. The first option, dash and wait for another attack if you feel like the boss is in a combo. And the second option, if you feel like it's safe and nothing can go wrong, press the attack button. I also made a charge attack, and this one is even cooler, right? Initially, the charge attack just did more damage, but committing so much time to charge a weapon meant you almost always got hit, and the payoff was just never worth it. So, I had another idea. What if the small attacks led up to a big attack? And so, the stun mechanic was born. See this bar on top of the health bar? That's the boss's stun meter. When it's full, a fully charged attack will completely stun the boss. This solved 2 things. 1, the payoff. Now you get the big damage from the charge attack and a bunch of free hits. And 2, the trade-off. Since the stun completely stops any of the boss's attacks, you don't get hit anymore. That's why this game is cool. Wait, check this out again. Bam!